Hi, welcome everyone to Let's Play Sunrider Mask of the Arcadius. Now, for long-time viewers of the channel, this is actually the second go-around on the channel, because I started my first run in 2015. And, well, I did really enjoy the game. I was actually pretty terrible at it. And then ran into numerous problems later in the game, which led to a great frustration on my part. I have since gotten better at the game, but I've also determined that if I'm likely to finish the game, and due to some save problems I ended up having, it is time to begin anew. And we will do that by starting from first arrival once again. So, for those of you who want to see my blind run through the majority of the game, we were actually pretty close to the end of the game in our first go around, but if you wanted to see my actual blind reactions, I would refer to the first series. However, I now have a better grasp of game mechanics, and more importantly, the upgrade system and how it works and how weapons behave in this game, because I actually had a great misunderstanding on how weapons worked in this game, which led to some poor upgrade decisions. Without further ado, let us begin. Now, I won't read a lot of this text, but I will read this. This story takes place as we live today, in a universe reminiscent but vastly different from our own. Humanity has spread to the four corners of the galaxy, subjugating all life. We have become the dominant species through the stars. Yet we are far from secure. War broods from the northern quadrant of the galaxy. Pact, the People's Alliance, has toppled the once mighty new empire. Led by a mysterious individual known only as Vinixier Arcadius, Pact seeks to subjugate the galaxy under its new world order. I still don't know how to pronounce either of those two words correctly. I think I got Arcadius down right. Distant from the brewing clouds of war, the neutral world of Serra seems safe from the approaching pack war machine. It is on this quiet journey, or this quiet world, where our journey begins. For those of you who don't know, I have dyslexia, so reading this is actually rather difficult. That's who we're playing as, Captain Kyoto Shields. Alright, we'll go ahead and make our first save. You can see where our old adventure was, and you can see, well, the date difference says January. There's actually been a few years between these two dates. This was taken in December 16th, 2017. This date that we're looking at now is January 17th, 2019. It's been 4 years since I started the blind playthrough, and I'm hopefully 4 years wiser than I was before, in both game knowledge and just general strategy in general. The Sunrider, that's our boat. Our ship. Now, when I first played this game, this gave me massive homeworld vibes. Like looking at, in that game it would be the mothership and the scaffolding. Right, that's what this reminded me of. I thought this was really cool. I don't remember the exact statistics on Sunrider in terms of its length. I think they'll explain it here. This is a battle carrier, if memory serves. It's equipped with fighters and capital ship ordnance. She does indeed. Welcome to the Sunrider, everyone. And this is Ava, our second in command. Yeah, our first officer. Ava Crescentia? Eddie's commander. For those of you who also are either didn't watch the first series or don't know how I'll choose these options, I like to roleplay myself in a lot of these scenarios. As in make decisions that I would make should I be in the actual character's shoes. So, most of my role-playing experience comes from games similar to either JRPGs or games like Knights of the Old Republic, where you make your own character. So playing as Kyoto, I'm going to, whenever I get the opportunity to make a choice, it would not necessarily to Kyoto's character, more to my character who has possessed Kyoto. Who he is now and who he was before is kind of irrelevant to me. I will make my own decisions. Oh, good. We'll go ahead and ask about all this stuff. Feel free to skip if you either have already seen it by playing the game yourself, or just have no interest in this. Yeah, a battle carrier. We carry 12 riders, which are these hangars we see behind us. They effectively work like strike fighters in other small single-man vessels that in other sci-fi universes you might expect them to fill different roles. They're, I would say, a little bit more powerful than a starfighter, as they have different roles. Think of them as battle mechs, effectively. Space battle mechs. So 12 riders is actually a pretty decent complement. The Vanguard cannon. It's effectively a massive laser. Think like the Stellar Converter from Master of Orion, just a lot smaller and a lot less powerful. Yep, so we have a crew of just 50. Or, can be. I think the standard complement of crew is more than just 50. Yeah, tell me about this orange alert. Reynard, I think we'll actually be visiting that area, if memory serves. Or we'll hear more about Reynard. Yeah, we're in the neutral rim, by the way. We are like a bunch of just independent planets who aren't in a larger stellar empire. Or in a larger stellar country, if you will. Pax taken, Minerva, Verona, and Garrod. One neutral planet per month. Okay, that works for me. A tour of our new vessel. Yeah, you can see them numbered. I'm not sure if we're on the port or starboard side of the vessel, but you can see odd numbers are to our left, even are to our right. Yeah, we actually don't have any, we're a carrier without aircraft, effectively. above us on deck 1. Alright, so this is deck 2, the hangar bay. Our control tower, our airlocks. This is deck 1, that's where Ava is. Engineering, research, development, bridge. Yeah, so engineering, R&D, cargo bays. The deck 0 is where majority of non-combat functions are, so the first officer's quarters, captain's quarters, sick bay, mess hall, general crew quarters. Deck 1 is the bridge, obviously, engineering, research, development, cargo bay. Deck 2 is, of course, where we were. Rider control tower, hangar bay, airlocks, etc. Now, I brought this up the first time we were on this bridge. I see this elevator to the bridge, and there's, it looks like some doors and some ladders here, but in the event of the loss of main power, how are we supposed to get to and from this area? In the event this elevator doesn't function, I guess there's doors up here? Very well. And engineering? Research lab is not open. Interesting that we're such an independent vessel that we have our own R&D department for developing our own weapons equipment. Yeah, and that menu text is almost readable to me. It's actually a pretty nice mess hall, to be honest. Now, it could be possible that these are just display screens and not actual glass. But seriously, I would, like I said the first time we were shown this room, I would not sleep this close to being, you know, if this is glass, getting vented. I'd much rather be up here where I'd have a fighting chance of success. Of, you know, not dying. Oh, Sarah City. That is the capital of Sarah. Yeah, I'll be redecorating. I personally would be redecorating a little bit differently. Be waiting outside our door. Encouraged to interact with our... I think there's only like half a dozen. I think maybe a dozen characters. Maybe 8? I'm trying to think of the number of characters in this game that we can interact with. I think there's less than 10. Ava, of course, being one of them. You know, I'm not sure how much of an engine test this will be. Granted, we should be in the gravity well the entire time, so I guess if something goes wrong, we're not going to get flung out into deep space. So, baby steps. Oh yeah, typically I would read those, but I'm not going to right now. Raise shields. We don't actually have any shields right now. Reactor is working within parameters. Excellent. You know, based on that vibration, I think something happened. Well, there clearly was an explosion. The guy at sensors was not awake. Yeah, we kind of got that. The missile boats have already taken swings at us. So, those are missiles, those are primary cannons, these are point defense autocannons. Well, if we're under attack by missile boats right now, we really don't have an option. Oh, yay. It's a little tiny missile frigate. These things are actually really annoying. They're really, really annoying. Thankfully, the dry dock completely tanked those shots for us. The dry dock crews are completely dead, by the way. By the way, where's our other defense vessels? We're supposed to be on orange alert, so isn't the fleet supposed to be sortied? Alright, this is a little tutorial fight. It's been over a year since I played this game, so I might actually need a quick refresher. See, I took this as I figured what would be the most useful initially would be beam weapons, because I can fix the damage bit with R&D. The range bit is a little bit harder to fix with kinetic. And also armor works better against kinetic, but armor works differently in this game than I originally thought it did. Armor in this game actually does not get stripped by... Like, you don't have to strip armor separately. Armor decreases as your health decreases.
At your command.
Alright, I think we can actually do this in one turn. She have lasers. Maybe only 2 turns, actually. Let's move up. Oops.
All ahead, forward.
Loose a missile salvo on the top guy.
All missiles free. Target.
In terms of my difficulty settings, it's whatever the previous series left us off on. So, I can check in a little bit. So our flak intercepted a little bit of the damage. Or intercepted a few of the missiles. We got hit 3 times. Our turn.
At your command.
This is a 45 to kill, I'm pretty sure. Missed.
Negative hit.
Oh well.
Our hull is beginning to fracture.
No big deal.
awaiting orders.
We'll take the 45 again.
All hands fire.
Okay.
Our weapons have failed to hit.
Alright, I'll move the one tile closer. I would have beaten him if I just fired my lasers twice.
Our
Yes,
hull is
yes.
beginning to fracture.
No big deal.
Issue your command.
60, that's
Fire
better.
safe. The attack is successful.
Dead. Again, I could have done that in a couple of turns. I could have saved some repair costs as well. Oh well. Oh, there it is. We're playing on Ensign, apparently. I think I'll keep it there for now. If it starts becoming too easy or too difficult, I will adjust the difficulty. Oh yeah, where is the rest of our fleet? Hardly a scratch. I think we lost a third of our health. Trinities are our lasers. So, the first time I saw the Legion, I actually commented that it didn't look that big. I actually had a commenter in that episode show me a picture that shows the size difference between Legion and Sunrider side by side. And also, there's a later mission where we get a cutscene with Legion, and we definitely get to see how big it is. Or a little CG with Legion. But I'll say it again, come on guys, it's not actually that big, it's only 3 clicks. Super Dreadnought class warship Legion. Or a little over 3 kilometers in length. 3 times... according to the picture I was shown, it's a little bigger than 3 times our size. I think... Is Sunrider, what, 800 meters long? Maybe a little... Maybe Sunrider's about 1 kilometer. I was actually originally comparing... Because most of my vessel knowledge is either Homeworld or Star Wars, I actually thought that the Legion size was comparable with the Super Star Destroyer. Which it kind of is. And like an Imperial class Star Destroyer, it's a little... I think it's about twice the size of an Imperial class Star Destroyer. Yeah, the Prime Minister's office has been advised an immediate unconditional surrender. Now remember that I stated that our Vanguard cannon is kind of like a stellar converter? They have a, they have one of those too. That's their lasers. Okay, that's the rest of our fleet. Sunrider got hit. Wow, pretty awesome firepower. Gallant and Bohemian Maiden have been sunk. The Fearless suffered damage. We lost our port trinities. And now he's charging his equivalent of the stellar converter. He just obliterated our capital city. He didn't even wait for the surrender or the white flag, or even if there was a white flag flying, he didn't seem to care. He blew up more than 1 million people. We need to run. Yeah, what's left of our burning homeworld. Also, according to my understanding, our player character Shields has a little sister. I haven't actually seen her. I remember her vaguely being brought up once. So this is a question I've had. I'll probably get answered when we either go through the rest of this game or Liberation Day, as I plan to do that game too. Did she die in that explosion? Or did she survive? Oh, that's us, by the way. Engage warp. In case you forgot the name of the game we were playing. Sunrider. Sunrider is actually split into two parts, Mask of Arcadius and First Arrival. So, with that, the end of the first episode. Next time on Let's Play Sunrider Mask of the Arcadius. Well, we'll go see what's next. I will see you then.